everyone. So we are here today for an interview with RJ Nabish, who is a renowned celebrity host, radio jockey of the Assamese Entertainment Industry. So we start our interview.
Hi.
Hello Nabish.
Hello.
When did you decide to join this profession and why?
Interestingly, I didn't choose to be into the electronic media. You know what happened actually? I started after my graduation. I started working for call center, and then I was asked to take an audition. I went for an audition, and that was with Prag News. And I appeared for an interview, took that test, and did an audition. And I cleared that audition. And the following day, the next day, they asked me to come and read news in English bulletin. And after my stint with English News Bulletin, I was the primetime news reader in English. After that, I was asked to join on board the Assamese segment, Assamese department, and I started reading news in Assamese as well. Followed by what happened was that since they were, at that point of time there were not many staff, and we were a little bit acquainted with Hindi as far as fluency is concerned. So I was requested to read news in Hindi. So what happened was that I also started reading news in Hindi. So that way, apparently, me and one of my colleague, Gitashri, we were the trilingual news readers of the channel. So that's how the journey started. And after my stint with Prague News for say 4+ years, actually 5 years, I joined in a radio station, as you all know, a private radio station from the national platform. And there I was the mid-morning jock. I quite enjoyed that journey, and after that, I was promoted as an evening primetime job, which is basically a dream for many radio jockeys. So, fortunately, with the love of the people, especially you all, I was the evening primetime job. So, my journey actually started that way, and now I am a freelancer.
So, were you always interested in this? Did you always want to be in this industry?
When I was in school and college, people were not really. People get really surprised when they see me now as a media person because they thought I will be primarily into academics or maybe a professor or maybe a teacher, delivering classes or providing tutorials. That's it. And even me also, I never thought of. But then my journey shifted after joining call center, as I said, and then I started. I wouldn't say I did it intentionally. It happened, and I took it. I took it as a challenge, and I did it, and I did it, and I did it, and there's no looking back. So I think it's a very correct decision, and I'm happy that I am into media, and this is a profession I choose now, and I choose it till end.
So, who was your role model?
When we were kid, there was only Doordarshan. Yeah, so I'm the 80s kid, so 84 born. So we were only had Doordarshan that point of time. So I quite liked news reading and watching news by Sunit Tandon, and then followed by when we grew up, we started viewing and watching news by Pranoy Roy and Rajiv Sardesai Barkhadar. But Pranoy Roy is really, really impressive when he reads news. He reads news, he doesn't shout, he doesn't give his opinion too much. So when you are a news reader, you should actually read the news and convey the message of the masses, not that to be too opinionated.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Alright. So, this has now become a very vast profession
True.
for many people right
True.
now. So, have you faced any obstacles?
Yes, of course. There's always an obstacle in every walk of
Yeah.
life. So I'm sure when you took this interview, and I'm very sure you also had some certain obstacle, off camera or on camera. So life is all about obstacle, but then you should take it as a challenge and you should just move on. Yes, I have faced many an obstacle. I would, if there's like an endless such situations, so I don't know how to put it that way. I would just share one example. While I had to read prime time news at that point of time, and you know what happened? My paternal aunt, she passed away, and I was all decked in makeup, and I was wearing my suit, and then I was about to enter, and then I get a call from my mom saying that your Tehi, your paternal aunt, passed away. And just imagine I have to go live. There's only 5 minutes. I have my scripts, I have my monitor ready, everything is ready, and I have to read the news. So I had no other option but to read news. And that day I had to read news for 4 long hours, and I couldn't get out of the studio. So situations come in that way. But now this is a profession that I choose, and as I said, there's no looking back. While I still remember I had a television appearance coming up live, and I had to be all decked up and good and smart and prim proper. You know what happened? I'm sharing this for the first time. I had an allergy. I had an allergic reaction, and my whole body was swelling and with red patches all over. And I had to go live, and now I cannot go and check for medicine or something like that, anti-allergic tablets. I didn't take anything. I just did the show. It went well with all energy, but actually the energy was the allergy. So that's the energy that you saw, and then I did it. So there are certain things. Of course, there is too much of being the best as well, which is good to an extent. But I don't really follow competition.
Alright, that's good to know.
Yeah, I don't
You're
follow
so
competition.
engrossed in your
Yeah,
profession.
life is all about. Life isn't about finding yourself. It's about creating yourself. GB Shaw said that, and totally believe that you should create yourself, create for yourself, rather than finding yourself or being insecure. Insecure people compete.
Yeah,
The best
true.
don't compete. The best learn from every step, every walks of life. Only those who are insecure they compete with others,
Very true.
and I don't compete with others.
So, like, your journey is very enriching, let me say. So, what are some of your most prized possessions of being in this industry?
The most prized possession of being in the industry is the love of the people across, the followers. Those feedbacks, positive, negative, criticisms are always welcome. That's how you grow. I think these are my prized possession more than anything else. The love of the people, more than any awards and acknowledgement. It's the sheer love and support of the people who have followed me, who have believed in me. Yeah, that's the prized possession.
Okay, so now we move on to a rapid fire session.
Okay. You
Alright,
also have
so
a rapid fire.
yeah. So, firstly, anchor or RJ?
TV is my love. Radio is my, passion. So it's a very tough thing. It's like, whether you would like to choose your wife or your girlfriend. So it's a dicey thing. So I would say television, for sure. Goes without saying.
Alright. So, Android or iOS?
I am totally Android person. I am not iOS
Same.
person. So I actually don't even take an iOS phone. So it's always Android.
Very overrated.
Yeah, too much, too much. I mean, too much. Like some celebrities who don't deserve that much of attention, but they grab that.
True. So, now your favorite food?
Biryani and all the homemade food. I swear, my mom makes amazing food, and it's very popular all across the industry as well, and among my colleagues and my friends.
And your favorite destination?
My favorite destination is explore Northeast like anything. I think this part is heaven. Northeast is heaven. If you truly explore it, there's not a single place that's. I find Northeast very mystical and very enriching, and a place where you can regale and you can it's like a soul searching place for me. Northeast anytime.
Very homebound and like.
Yes, very homebound. I have been traveling across, but then I love being here and I love being in Northeast, and especially I quite like my city, Guwahati. I don't know why. I just love it. When you are airborne and when you are about to land, or when you see Guwahati, it's like Yahoo! This is my
Your
place. I'm
home.
so happy to be here.
So, being in this profession and hearing so much great things from you, I would like to ask you to say a few words to those aspiring RJs and those people who want to be in this profession and industry. Would you like to say a few words?
Surely, I would love to speak on that. Those aspirants into television, radio, stage, since I have had the experience of all, with my limited experience, all I can say is that do it only if you really think you can do it. Follow your passion, and yes, don't run after being popular, because I often come across a good number of aspirants whenever I go for a workshop or I go and deliver a lecture. They always say that I want to be popular, glamorous. These things are complimentary. Don't run after that. Follow your footstep, follow the work, and do it with dedication. Patience and perseverance is very much required. Do it with great devotion. These things, those complimentary and those adjective that you actually seek for will come. Follow it and will come automatically into your pocket. So yes, do follow your passion, and yeah, as I said, please help each other. help those local entrepreneurs, help those indigenous people. They really pass through tough time. They really work hard to make their presence felt and to make their products felt. So please help each and every one of them. You do not really bargain when you are in a shopping mall or at a cafeteria or at a pizza shop, but you do sometimes bargain with our local vendors. Please do not do that. Help them. And yeah, that's it. That's it, I think.
Yeah. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was
Thank
a
you.
very beautiful speech and interview from you, and I am so glad that I got this opportunity to be here, and it was really great.
Even same here, and glad to be part of the ADC. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
Thank you.